5 guys we like to play. We're all comfortable on our champion. We're chilling. We're chilling in the Discord on a Friday night. Then maybe it will work out. But there's it feels very tough to call at this stage. You know, Sekio, if you had to pick one of the 2 compositions,
in mind,
you know, Shaco notwithstanding, which one is your favorite?
I hate Shaco, okay, but like I love the rest of the composition, so I'm going for N9. What about you?
See, you know, I'm a sucker for Poppy in any position. I think that champ is always super turbo useful, but it gets negative value this game. It's
If you know how
hard
to play it.
Yeah, trust me, it's pretty good into like most comps, but like it's very hard to run down this enemy comp, right? With the Milio with the extra range, Morgana, who's likely going to invest in a Rylai's Crystal Scepter, I would imagine, just with the amount of short range on the enemy team. It gets a lot of value here. You know, Shaco can just teleport away, turn invisible. You don't want to be fighting Mordekaiser at close range constantly. And so I feel like the Poppy in the top lane is not going to get as much value as I would like to say, to be like, haha, Poppy wins. But I think the rest of their comp, you know, can make, like you said, big trades and clearly has like angles to win. I would have liked to see just a more engage heavy top laner here. So for that reason, I guess I'm going to go with Valhalla Berserkers. There's only one way to find out, Sekio.
I have like a huge problem with the Valhalla Berserkers composition. It's either you play on Shockwave or Poppy's ultimate. If you do both at the same time, you're pretty screwed. Like, yeah, we're trying to Shockwave your enemy team, and Poppy just like sucker punch all of them back into the bases. So yeah, that's not gonna be fun.
In a situation where you can't communicate with one another, that is certainly an issue. But you know, that's the power of playing in a format like this, where you have comms at all times. But there's only one way to find out if these teams can pilot the 2. You know, I would say non-standard is the word we're looking for, drafts. And the only way to do that is to get onto the Rift, which we will do when we come back from a short break.
Naif.
Hello, everybody. A bit of a delay, but we are finally ready to go here on the Rift. We've got Valhalla Berserkers versus N9TF MIAW in the lower bracket finals. We did see Valhalla Berserkers put up a fight, but ultimately fall to AG Zubumafu Rises. And that was, I believe, last week. And now these two teams are going to fight to see who gets the right to face them in the finals. We have the lane assignments we were expecting. Nothing out of the ordinary here. I see the Hail of Blades. I see the Gust Walker. And that indicates to me, Sekio, that we have a lethality or critical, some form of AD Shaco here.
Playing AD Shaco is like, it's more of a safe place because you're having mid AP, top AP, so you're not gonna be able to do anything on this one. And also I can see that they actually started playing with Shaco's boxes, and right now he's not gonna be able to have the early invade that Shaco can do.
Starting with the boxes, but is probably going to be able to get that multi-camp clear. One of those things that Shaco is uniquely capable at with the boxes, able to essentially leash multiple camps at the same time. No, it's not just killing the Raptors old-fashioned style.
Yeah, here's the thing. He lost the third box, so he can't do it. That's just like... Yeah, sometimes I play jungle, so I know how to play versus Shaco. Is one of the most annoying champions to play versus, so you gotta just destroy him in the early levels, and it's easy. He's so vulnerable. He got zero defense and nothing to save him from Pantheon's invades. But what I can see right now is just like having fun, and Pantheon is in his second camp. On the other side, I believe we're gonna see a lot of action both side.
Yeah, you did call that out early on. We're going to see a couple of trades, a lot of early poke. You know, that's the power of Jhin with those AP poke supports, with those more mage-oriented styles. Even if you do elect to play the Enchanter Karma, her early levels, she just has so much base damage that she plays still like a mage.
He just got the first blood.
They did? What? The camera?
Yeah.
The camera didn't even pan over. What has occurred?
But still, on the other side, let's just like focus on what's happening in bot lane. I really like what Valhalla Berserkers bot lane is doing. They are not pushing the waves, they are freezing it, trying to poke, trying to do the maximum damage that they can do. And they're not just like, yeah, we're gonna shove the wave. They lost at the wave, they build tension, and they are building for the dive. Oh boy, look at this shield. And healing!
Shielding and the healing, they have quite a lot of that sustain, which is going to try and help counteract that poke. We saw how low they got earlier. It'll be very, very tough to deal with that Jhin onslaught. You know, he's got the ability to just throw the grenade into the wave, keep it cleared, keep it pushed, especially with the Deadly Flourish to lock you down, a mage to make that easier to perform. Might be looking for the dive here. It's a good route. Pantheon gonna play it safe. The boomerang blade gets a lot of damage in. Now the bouncing boomerangs are gonna keep firing through. But ultimately, no kills come through. Quite a lot of spells utilized, however. Summoner heal used for both teams. Barrier out of Sivir.
Huh? Oh. They're just walking.
They're still considering it. We're on the edge of a fight. It feels like if someone sneezes in the wrong direction, we might get something to break out. We saw Morgana was considering rotating down, but nothing to be had here, Sekio. We see this early trade. Who are you favoring with these early trades here? Because obviously the side of Valhalla Berserkers did get quite a lot of, you know, summoner spells. They kept their opponents low. They forced their opponents to stay in wave. They're going to get that back. But on the flip side, their jungler kind of just had to take some time and lost a lot of tempo just being in the enemy jungle, but not really finding any value.
I like the fact that they're capable of having full control in bot side, and when it comes to CSing, they're having a pretty decent thing in bot. That's gonna be their call, and also look at their wave in bot side. They're just gonna be naturally frozen for them, so they are in the most perfect state for a bot lane to have karma room and do something across the map. And that's for their bot lane. On the other side, or actually, yeah, on the other side, I believe if you got 2 Cull plus Doran's Blade, you're gonna be having infinite sustain, just like that's a cheat code. You're not gonna die, you can't just die.
They have the call, they do have the Doran's Blade, and with the Milio, going to try and just sustain through this onslaught in the early game, like you said. Gonna be, again, very tough to do, but it is manageable, and once you get to late, you saw how much damage the Sivir can already do if you put a foot wrong. It's gonna be so much worse to deal with later on. The only real tank that they have on offer is the Poppy. You can see how much damage. Look, the Sivir, even early on, is doing quite a bit, but Jin's trading back. The captive audience will bloom open and not find any damage, and if it had, it would have been a dangerous situation for the Drunk One, but gonna go ahead and step away. We're gonna find our first fight, perhaps, at this dragon. Shadow Boy trying to go in, using that Hail of Blades, but immediately gonna get caught out. The Deadly Flourish finds its mark. Command Shockwave will find another 2 kills over to Valhalla Berserkers. A commanding early start for them.
Still trying to get the Drake, but no one is gonna be contesting anymore. You lost 2 members, so right now you can just keep forcing. Jewel might try to go for the 1v1, but he knows that he got no information into Pantheon, and also they have seen them already taking that Drake, so he's not gonna take this risk, and right now he's just gonna be playing safe. And mid lane, I believe like you need to get like your items lined up for Morgana. She's gonna be one of the main carries for her team, and I really trust Morgana since like I played almost only Morgana in the last clash. I had 3 games Morgana and one I was playing like, yeah, Mel, something like that. Like playing Morgana is so simple, so easy, and she deals tons of damage. You can just like count on her W's to one-shot anyone.
Yeah, and the QW is going to be very potent in this game. I would imagine they're going to opt for that Rylai's Crystal Scepter, making that W essentially an AoE slow is going to provide a lot of value because of just the short-range nature of Valhalla Berserkers comp. You know, the two ranged carries that they like really can rely on are both, you know, relatively short range, all things considered. And the 2 melees, obviously, you know, are melees. We see that the Mordekaiser is gonna immediately flash in, pop the ultimate, but rooted down. Awesome guy is trying to get out of here, but he's outnumbered. Here comes the cavalry, though. Poppy finding the stun. Whom is trying to go in, and it's not. Ask not for whom the bell tolls, for it tells for you, Mordekaiser. And we're finally getting the alt out curtain call, and it's curtains for Miao as they're gonna lose the fight here at the Rift Herald and give over the feat of warfare. Sekio. All right, I'm not quite sure where Sekio has gone. I really hope it's not to sleep, as he was threatening to do earlier. But it's okay. We will continue on this way.
I'm
here from whom in the top side. But again, you're just fighting into this Mordekaiser who wants to have you in melee range, lock you up in that passive.
Look
Still
at mid
has.
He's dead.
Huh? Okay.
Another one is in the bot side.
These deaths are happening off camera. Now the kill score is tied back up. Miaw has found 2 kills, managing to skirt the observer on all of them. But here we might finally see some kills. We have the tether coming out, a good route. Now it's going to be a stun. Lots of damage. You can flash, but it's not going to stop anything. The Pantheon, though, is getting low. The Ignite finding a lot of value here. A good slow. They found the correct Chaco with the tether, but not going to be able to lock that down. The slippery target, Emilio, helping his jungler escape, but it is a kill going back over to Valhalla Berserkers. Been kind of a messy, chaotic early game here.
Messy early game, 2 for 2 in the previous trade. We can imagine what happened in the fight. Dark Binding Morgana using the W, ult, and another W with another Q. I believe like you can have this pretty long CC duration, and that damage is gonna be just magnificent. Keep in mind he got the first item, Black Fire Tools, which is gonna help him a lot in team fights, and whenever he got 2 or 3 enemies, maybe more, getting closer to each other or like getting damaged by her, she's gonna get extra AP. So like yeah, extra AP, extra damage, and extra crispy bot fight.
The command shockwave finds its mark, but because of the terrain, does not pull the Shaco back in. Shadow Boy gonna be able to escape, but just barely, playing a risky game there, trying to fight the Orianna here in the mid lane. Though we can see that Awesome Guy and X Irony are trying to get as much value as they can and get these turret plates. The gold lead sitting at just under 2k right now.
And when you see the gold, you can see that only Cypher got 1k gold advantage, even though, oh I'm sorry, you can see that Jin was got that almost 1k gold advantage. I thought like yeah, they have almost the same CS, they have everything. So how Jin, how Cypher got like the extra gold? But at this point of the game, I believe that the secondary is gonna be spawning in few seconds, and in N9TF they have full control of bot side Drake.
N9TF MIAW going to be first to the Drake here, but a play perhaps developing in mid lane. No, they're going to break it off, and they're going to rotate over this drag. They have 4 members collapsing here. We see that there's some trades coming out the bot side, but here comes the Pantheon, gets the stun down onto that Shaco, trying to get damage down, but Shaco's slippery as can be. Finally, they fall. The command dissonance going to do its job. Moving forward here, trying to find a second kill. It's under the tower though. This is risky. That's a long route. And that's gonna be a kill over to the Morgana. That is far too committal. Should have turned and taken your dragon. They'll trade. They will get the dragon and perhaps defeat a monster slaying as well. But they gave over that kill, and that was just unnecessary.
It was. It was a lot of forcing for 1 kill, and yeah, you just like get Dark Binding under the turret, and you're gonna get your AFK warning at the game. And right now, when you check on the score, you can see the 2k gold advantage going to Team Valhalla. Collector completed in the hands of Jin, and when Jin just like gets Collector and he's playing Dark Harvest, you know, he's just here to make some actual damage investments in any upcoming team fight. Son of the Sky already completed in the hands of Topside and the hands of Poppy, and that's gonna be pretty beneficial, something that you can use in your trades even in Topside. Like yeah, look at the healing that he got.
It's a very good item when you're such a tanky champ. Obviously Poppy getting the bonus resistances. I do want to call back what you mentioned about the Collector there for Jin. I feel like he gets so much extra value this game because there's no real tank on the side of MIAW. They just don't have a proper tank. Mordekaiser can build tank items, so that does not a tank make.
True, but now you can see the fight on top side.
It is Whom now having to expend the flash. Gonna try and use the blast cone to get away. Does successfully do so. So only having to expend the flash, about half the health bar loss, but nothing more than that. Luckily for the side of Valhalla Berserkers. Now we don't have any objectives up quite yet. but we're gonna have one up fairly soon. Do you think they're gonna fight for it?
And it's gonna be getting close. 20 seconds till we see the Rift Hill. And yeah, both teams, they're just like neck and neck. And speaking of
Here
more,
comes the stun. Pantheon gonna try and trade onto the Mordekaiser. The Mordekaiser dropping the ultimate, waiting in that 1v1, but everyone's coming to collapse. And they are going to find the kill onto the Mordekaiser, but can they find more? A Poppy using the Keeper's Verdict to get that carry out of here. And now it's just MIAW all alone, and that's not what you want to see. Frog down in the river, but it's not gonna matter. It's another objective, very likely one here for Valhalla Berserkers, and they have just been way more on top of it. Far more proactive, and they're looking for more here. The curtain call comes out. That's one kill, finds it. Whom is still pressing forward, trying to find that heroic charge. The Shaco, just a slippery target, gets away once again. And Sekio, it just feels like Valhalla Berserkers, they're not necessarily the cleanest, but they are always seeming to be first and more proactive than their opponents, and that's reaping a lot of benefits here in the early game.
early game, minute 16. At this point,
Yeah, you know, listen, with the games that have been getting longer, the mid game starts about now. This is the early game of the mid game, Sekio.
So like when you look at this game state, like I'm starting to think about, like, yeah, how can I win if I am playing at N9TF? You just like need to do some cross map playing. Just give the upcoming objective, play on the other side of the map. Like the next objective is gonna be the Drake, but like mid lane they have another thing to deliver.
That they try and get some damage onto Jin, but the big Karma Shield coming over the top. MIAW gonna have to use his ultimate on himself. The Breath of Life gonna help him walk away. Trying to find some damage so that they can get the Deadly Flourish, but nothing to be found. Tough to make that play. They're gonna lose their mid lane turret here. And we talk about conceding that objective and just trying to find a cross map, but where do they find the cross map? Perhaps in the bot lane, but that's where the objective is. And a fight is here in the mid lane. The Shaco goes down for the third time this game, and it's gonna be really tough to even think about contesting now. Shaco's not up for another 20 seconds. The drag's up in 40, but when you lose this drag, that is soul point, my friend.
Soul point early on this game, and at this point they can be just pushing you out of your own jungle. Your wolves are not even yours anymore, and mid lane, top lane, everything, you got it under control for Team Valhalla. And like Morgana's just like trying to hunt someone. I'm not sure if this series is fearless. Probably it's gonna be fearless, and we're not gonna be able to see Morgana again. We're not gonna be able to see MIAW, Sever, and those pretty scary picks if you combine them or if you play them. Minute 18, almost 6k gold advantage.
And it is a very large gold advantage for this state of the game as we're rounding here well into the mid game now. Kind of tough there. You talked about finding a cross map, but it feels like that the gold advantage is so high that Valhalla is finding a cross map of their own. But now they are finally committing resources to killing this Poppy. The Soul Shackle is going to do enough to lock them in place, and Whom will go down. They are going to find this turret. It does have an objective bounty, and so this is a start. They realize there's no chance they can contest, and they overload a side lane. But now the Mordekaiser is alone in a side lane as well. And so, yeah, you were able to kill the enemy top laner, but your own top laner falls in response. And so the play is just equal. You get their top lane tier 1, they get your bot lane tier 1. Except it's not equal because you gave them the dragon.
You're just giving away a lot of resources at this point, and it's not about resources anymore. It's about consistency, and it's about like taking your enemies' mistakes, like this one. Like it was so
almost found it.
Close. You almost like got Oriana red-handed, and yeah, Jin is gonna be oof. I like the
No,
damage that Morgana can provide.
To Meow's credit, collecting that objective bounty in that top side, getting that gold onto their team, did significantly lower that gold lead. Valhalla Berserkers now sitting at only a 4K gold lead, at 20 minutes instead of a 6K lead. So it did have a positive effect, but it's going to be, again, they're going to have to find more big plays. The objective bounties are going to fall off, and you're not going to find that value here very soon.
It's a bit weird for me to play versus Force Sweepers and War Foresight. That should be the first for me, and right now, you're just gonna land a Dark Binding and get your head out of there, but Poppy, you're not gonna let you get out of it.
Yeah, Poppy just hopping forward just to get on top, finally lands a heroic charge into that back wall. The redemption gonna come forth and not gonna heal the target. I assume it was intended to heal as they walk away, but they are gonna go ahead and start up the Otacon. Now this is North American Otacon. I don't know how you guys do it over there out east, Sekio, but here in North America, we love to throw around this objective.
We love to throw, but like not about Otacon. We like to take Otacon and just like lose every other way possible out of this, but like you can see them falling apart one after one.
Yeah, they finally get that kill up in that jungle. That means they're going to have no enemy smite to worry about, but the Poppy's falling low. They get the Otacon finally. They're not trying to give out more, but they get another kill. The drunk one is the next to fall. The Poppy got a double kill. Talk about that healing. The Sundered Sky finding so much value. The Grand Starfall used. Don't think that was necessary, but it sends a message. Meow is down and out. 7K is the gold lead for Valhalla Berserkers, and they have their run of anywhere on the map. 2 minutes until the next objective is up. They're going to go ahead and just try and shove it down mid, find even more gold on this play, Sekio.
Thunder Sky, Thunder Sky, Thunder Sky. It's going to be always Thunder Sky, but mid lane, tier 2 is out.
Yeah, no turret left to defend that mid lane. That's gonna be really tough.
Like, I feel like they're gonna be all inning, but like, I believe that they are just respecting. Let's recall, get some tempo, buy some items, and get back into the rift. But like, what happened in the previous team fight? Even though the team Valhalla was separated, like two of them were taking the Atakan and like the other three members were just fighting, taking one on another. It was just like you can't follow, you have nothing to engage with, and you're only depending on Morgana's Q. When you have no Morgana's Q, you're out.
Exactly, that's what I was talking about. I don't see the opportunities for Meow to find fights. Even when these things are split, it's just too easy for Valhalla to kite away. They're never going to get stuck in. If they don't like the fight, they're going to run and drag you around until they find an advantage, find that opportunity to make you pay. Because, like you said, you really only have the Morgana Q. You have to hope that the Dark Binding lands. If it doesn't, you kind of have to sit there, throw your hands up, and go GG, go next, I guess. On the Hunt can help you, but you need a CC to land before On the Hunt can really be valuable as a follow-up.
And like, Whom is doing pretty good stuff with Poppy. He got the Winter's Approach, which is gonna give him a lot of shields, a lot of healing, sustaining, and I believe he's gonna be using them right now, right away. 1v1, welcome to Brazil.
Just barely doesn't catch him with the heroic charge, but now will find, and everyone else is there. Yoshi might pay the price for his team ganging up on that enemy top laner, but he finds a good shockwave to keep himself alive for quite a while. Everyone on Meow has to commit to killing Yoshi, but that gives time for Valhalla Berserkers to find the flank. How does Meow get out of this? Can they get out of this? The Breath of Life gonna be used, but that's a dead Emilio. He falls over, cold on the ground. A double kill for the Jhin. Can they find a third? Whom dodges that Dark Binding? Joel, this is the wrong side of the map. You're heading the wrong direction. A good redemption gonna heal up Whom. Just kind of stalking Joel at this point. Dodges another Dark Binding. Does not find the heroic charge into the wall, but that does get them on top enough. They're gonna keep going, and yeah, I think they're gonna. Oh, no, they finally get caught by a Dark Binding. Whom taking quite a bit of damage from that Leandries. And just gonna go ahead and say, you know what? You earned this. You get to live. My team's gonna take the dragon, and I'm not gonna give you my massive shutdown gold.
And also we're gonna be able to get the soul, which is gonna give you an extra shield, magic resistant armor to your team. And yeah, like you don't even need to be more tanky. You're getting 10% armor and magic resist. You're having a big shield, and you're having a winter's approach shield. You're having the left steer from the Thunder Sky. So Poppy is acting as an actual frontliner that you can count on him. A guy who's gonna be able to tank a lot of damage, to have more than 2 lives to use it. He's just like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, did you get a lot of damage? Okay, one auto attack with the Cinder Sky is gonna be enough. And at this point, I believe they need to shift their focus into the Baron. Already spawned at this point, and it's blank for Team Blue.
Yeah, they don't have any vision on it, but they do have vision on this Shaco. And if the Shaco is down, there will be no Baron to be found for Meow. Gonna try and there's play for picks and Poppy's on the flank. Whom is coming through, a root and a stun, and the drunk one is done. Here comes the curtain call. That's gonna find one shot onto the Milio. Can he get out? He just barely does. And here's the thing, if Meow was playing like this, if they were playing backwards, their comp could seriously succeed. But they haven't been proactive enough. They haven't been getting forward and then playing in that back, like, kite out style. It just not has worked out for them because the Valhalla Berserkers has so many different options when it comes to how they want to start the fight.
Baron Nashor is gonna be spawning, and yeah, minute 26 is gonna be your call. Poppy is going for the 1v3.
Going for the 1v3, but it really turned into 1v2. Mordecai just seemed non-impressed with the situation, and now it's a 1v1. Poppy still going forward, completely undeterred by the myriad CCs around them. Whom is going forward? It's Yoshi that's paying the price, though, with their life at first, but they finally find some damage onto Whom, and that's 2 kills, which mitigates the effect, the efficacy of that Baron take overall. Would have liked to see perhaps Valhalla just play around the team there, but a little bit of overconfidence. But now it's Meow that are getting punished for stepping forward. Double kill, triple kill, quadra kill for the Jhin, and that's enough. Go ahead and stop, buddy. You only need 4 on that champion.
You're absolute monster. You have only Shaco alive to try to defend all of this forces.
You don't see the Shaco, gets good damage. That is the Ignite coming out, but is it gonna find a kill? No, the Karma shields are too much for the Shaco to get through. That's an inhibitor down. They have the Baron minions, they have the damage. They could end it right here. No one's up for another 2 seconds, at least not anyone that can provide any value. The towers are going to fall, the teleports are coming in, and Sekio, I think we're getting ready to go to game 2.
Game number 1. Valhalla already grabbed the first one out of the semi-finals from the lower bracket. N9TF, they had like a pretty rough game. ADC had nothing to do in laning phase, and after laning phase it was even rougher for him. And yeah, like Shaco and Mord, you need to start learning more about League of Legends and how can you play laning phase, and what should you do when you're losing in lane. You need to just like have some pressure inside, get some gold. And yeah, the most important thing is to stop fighting, because when you fight more, you lose your life a lot.
Yeah, they ultimately did not find the value, especially on the Mordecai's. They did not have a great game, 0-7-1 in that first game. And there's just a couple of decisions I would have liked to see changed. I think even though they got good damage, I would have liked to see a more kite-focused item like that. Like I called out multiple times, that Rylai's Crystal Scepter on the Morgana, I think would have synergized well into what the comp wants to do. They were just never able to get anyone online in particular. And I think even though there was not inherent synergy on the side of Valhalla Berserkers, the concern on the side of Meow was that there's some serious components critical components to high level play when it comes to League of Legends that their team just sort of lacked. And you can see the gold graph here, a couple of moments right around that Otacon spawn at 20 minutes where Meow might have clawed something back. We remember when they got that is when they got that play in the top side, got that tower. But after that, it was all Valhalla all the time. And it's just gonna have to be a bounce back game. I think if you are the side of Meow, you got to put that game out of your mind, right?
Like if you at the side of Meow, at this point, like I believe they need like a small break. They need to just like rethink on what should they do, what's their game plan, and how can they actually execute it in the Summoner's Rift. And for them to have that time, and for us, we're just gonna head to a small break to be able to recharge, get more energy, and get back to you with game number 2 and the lower bracket best of 5 semifinals.
You've been there from the start, inside my corner, yeah. When it gets cold and dark, you make it warmer. 'Cause you are on the night.
We are back. We took a break. We promised it would be a short break, and it was. And now we are ready to start working in towards game 2. I am Super Brand, and I am joined here by Sekio Cass. Sekio, how are we feeling about game 2? Are we excited, or are we getting a little nervous maybe?
It's getting on my nerve watching the drafts. It's like, yeah, you know how to execute it in game. Like you're still missing, as you have mentioned early on, you're missing the go bottom. You're missing a lot of stuff that's gonna be easier for you to execute if you're just playing some random Dianimal fight combo. I would believe that would have been better for your team. I'm speaking about N9TF Meow, not literally like not fight Diana thing, but like if you have like you need something to engage with. I know that Valhalla Berserkers they banned the right choice when they went like in the draft banning more of Leona, those kind of stuff, but like still guys, you need to go for the actual threat. You need to have an actual support, and you need to show us like a real draft. Like I'm just like missing real drafts like the ones we saw in the mid and the semifinals upper bracket.
Well, speaking of draft, we are going to get to see here. It looks like Meow has selected red side once again. Going to, like we talked about, change up that draft strategy, which of course they have to change up that draft strategy. This is fearless. So you're going to need to bring a whole 5 new champs to the board. And okay, I agree with you on a lot of what you said, Zekio. But I did have one problem, and that was this guy called Milio not a real support. I'll tell you who's a real support. It is Milio. That guy's awesome. Hey, he's great.
I have
Listen,
nothing against Melio. Like
I love
you,
Milio. He has a
me
cute
too.
frog skin, and he kicks frogs at people, and that's awesome.
Like, wait, I love Melio. He's a cool kid who plays soccer, but you need an engaged support. Melio is not an engaged support. Melio is just like he's
Well,
punching.
we'll see.
No,
We'll see how the draft shakes out this time. We're just waiting
Yeah.
for these first picks to filter in, or the first bans rather. It looks like maybe they have not quite started this draft. Casters, can you start the game, please? Thank you, Casters. Very cool. If I am the side of N9TF Meow, I am probably switching things up in the jungle position. You don't necessarily need an engaged support if you have a strong engaged jungler. A Wukong was available. J4 was available. While I understand, yes, this is an Emerald League, guys, I am aware. Okay, I'm not gonna be mean, but champ pool needs to be more flexible. You have to be willing to look at what the current meta is and learn some of those champs, at least one. Bring me a Xin Zhao, right? That would have been fun. On the flip side, for Valhalla Berserkers, I have an update here that Valhalla Berserkers does have their original mid laner returning. So the positions have swapped. Whom will stay on the top side? Lego is the jungle. Snippers will be in mid. Yoshi on ADC, and Irony will be in support. And
So we're
Sekio,
going back.
Draft hasn't started yet.
Oh.
Can you start draft? Sekio, start draft.
So yeah, okay. I'm just gonna press on my imaginary button to be able to connect the dots and give them the electricity, the power to push them to start a draft. Come on, guys. Valhalla Berserkers, N9TF, meow meow. Go for the second game draft. Come on, guys. Like I'm starting to be like your house cat. So due to a problems we're seeing in the one of the players PC and the other one in the client itself, we're gonna go to a small break, which is gonna give us like the energy to be able to get more of this flowing blood, and we're gonna get back immediately at the game. We're not gonna speak about draft and
It'll be a surprise, Sekio.
Exactly.
We're gonna go to a break. We have some technical difficulties, but that means we can treat it like a mystery box, and we'll open it up and we'll be like, "Oh boy, I got like Zyra jungle. Anyways, all that and more when we get back from a very, very quick break. Please, very quick.
I'm here only because your stare won't ever let me go. I'm here only because I'm aware with you is better than all alone. Oh, 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 say what you're dying to say. No, 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 no. Oh, oh, tonight we're stars, but we'll fade away. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Stars will always come down. So before we come down, down, down. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Show me where all your secrets lie and where your wild things go. Time ain't ever been on our side, so between now and till we go home. Oh, 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 say what you're dying to say. No, 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 no. Oh, oh, tonight we're stars, but we'll fade away. Oh, go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Stars will always come down. So before we come down, down, down. Stars will always come down. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. What does it mean to be happy? 'Cause it looks like we all don't know. Glass half full or empty. Man, we just putting on the show. Try to look to the heavens to tell us things that we beg to know. Like what did this all mean? There's no tomorrow. Oh, you know, I try to find a purpose in my life to drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside. try to look to the heavens to tell us things that we beg to know. Like, what did this all mean? There's no tomorrow. For you know, I try to find a purpose in my life to drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside. Oh, broken dreamer, is your mind? Oh, all the scars, let's leave them behind. We light the world up now, let us fire in your eyes. Through the darkness, into the night. Oh, broken dreamer, is your mind? Oh, all the scars, let's leave them behind. We light the world up now, let us fire in your eyes. Through the darkness, into the night.
breathing. Feels like I'm lucid dreaming. I'm not usually the type to rush into the night. This time I can't be speeding. I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just go with the flow. I'm taking it slow, but I just want more.
away from me. 'Cause you are on my mind, on my mind. 'Cause you are on my mind, on my mind. 'Cause you are on my mind, on my mind. 'Cause you are on my mind, on my mind. You've been there from the start, inside my corner. When it gets cold and dark, you make it warmer. 'Cause you are on my mind, on my mind. All of my days and every single night, single night. There ain't no way to get you off my mind, off my mind. Without you, I just can't breathe. You'll never get away from me.
Blinding lights, lost in your eyes, feeling the pressure. You and I